Hey, it's Mel at Sacred Boss Mama. I wanted to just pop in here really quickly and talk about gratitude and intentionally having a gratitude practice. For those of you that don't know, I have been cultivating gratitude in my life for I'll be 38 in June, so probably almost 38 years. And what really helped me actually begin journaling and having a clear gratitude practice was a little thing called Oola. And how I got introduced to this thing called Oola was through an event put on by Royal Crown Diamond Melissa Pepping. It was the first Young Living event that I went to as a Young Living independent distributor back in 2014. I joined Young Living in January 10th of 2014 to be exact. It is a milestone date for me, one of which I am incredibly grateful for. And there were these really cool guys there. I was like, what is this? What the shift is Oola? Oola. I remember being like, ooh la la, what is Oola? And I met like this cool dude named Dr. Troy and this really funny guy named Dr. Dave. Also very cool, yet in a totally different way. What I love about my Oola journey is, man, I get Dr. Troy. I get him. I understand his analytical way of being. I understand his drive and his passion and his ambition and determination to create the most incredible, financially savvy stewardship, a legacy, if you will, for his family. That's like, that's my heart. Data, facts, numbers. Oh, I totally get it. Like, legit get it, Dr. Troy. And then you've got Dr. Dave. And he is freaking hilarious. He is funny. He's like my homie. Word. Right? And he got on stage and I was like, this is gonna be like this cool, funny story. And I was like, I was in tears. I have goose pimples, like full goosies, full body goosies. Just thinking about that moment of going like, holy shift, man. What? Like, Oola is not just a word. It is a cool freaking word, yo. Oola is not just a word, it is a lifestyle. And my entire life, I have been searching for a holistic, natural way to be just fully present and wealthy in the sense of health, in the sense of wealth, in the sense of abundance, in the sense of purpose. Like, I just have this God-given drive and talent to pursue my purpose with passion. And that's all Oola's about. And it is grounded in being grateful and having faith in all things. All the great things, all the shifty, not so great things. I do have a toddler and I have to be very cognizant of the words I use In fact, I'm not even able to spell things anymore because he knows what I'm spelling. So there's a lot of shift that happens in our home. And if you forget to say that F, that would be cool because with Oola there are 7 Fs. So we've got lots of Fs. You might ask what they are. Faith, field, which is your career, fitness, family, finance, fun. Dr. Dave has taught me how to have fun even when the not so fun is going on around you. And I'm forgetting like the key one, right? Family? Did I say family? Well, whatever. There are 7 Fs. If I missed one, we'll get them in there somehow. So Oola taught me to be grateful and have faith. Oola taught me to be grateful and have faith. Oola also taught me how to forgive. And in fact, when I open my gratitude journal, no way. I have this little bitty in here. Daily word is something that my grandparents have, my maternal grandparents have chosen to subscribe my family to since I can remember. April 10th, 2018. It is the 14th today of 2019. Forgive. I act and react from a place of love. One of my heart's deepest longings is for loving relationships. My heart wants to give and receive love. Nothing is more congruent with my true essence than letting love pour through me. So if I am tempted to blame myself or another person for perceived wrongs, I ask myself, is this how love reacts? I release these burdens and meet the situation with a pure heart. Eric Butterworth suggests, let the human part of you merge so completely into the divine that you are not conscious of any necessity to forgive. In forgiving, I merge with the Christ light within, living and moving from a place of pure love. Whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father in heaven may also forgive you your trespasses. That's from Mark 11:25. I'm learning how to read the Bible. I don't know if that's chapter 11, verse 25, or verse 11, chapter 25. It's Mark 11:25. You see, I just read it verbatim. If you want to take a snapshot and snappy, do that. Oh, I think I showed you the wrong one. There's forgive. This might even be showing backwards. Oh, that'd be wild. Oh, that would not be helpful if it was a picture, yes? Here, read a backwards picture. On the other side of this one, and the daily words are always pertinent, it is divine order. So this is from April 11th, 2018. The daily word always provides me exactly what I need that day, and so I've tucked this into my gratitude journal. Divine order. A higher order is unfolding in my life. Whenever I wonder whether divine order is at work, I need only consider nature. The changing of the seasons, the rising of the sun after the darkness of night, and the springing forth of seeds into flowers and plants are all examples. Nature follows a pattern of order, and so does my life. I pray by affirming the truth, a higher order is unfolding in my life. I begin to feel a sense of peace as my thoughts align with God-mind. I tap into divine ideas that support me in creating my highest good. Like a sunflower reaching to the sun, I turn within to the light of God that nourishes and sustains me. I begin to express more fully the divine qualities of spirit. I joyfully celebrate divine order in my life. A higher order is unfolding in my life. The earth produces of itself first the stalk, then the head, then the full grain in the head. Mark 4:28. chapter, verse, first chapter. Not sure. Hopefully that'll not be backwards for you. Just in case it's correct, I'll hold it a little longer for you. So I have my daily gratitude journal, and I have my daily word tucked in here because Oola is what provided me an outlet to actually create a gratitude journal that I focus on every single day, regardless of what's going on around me. I have grown up in, I don't have like this awesome family dynamic where everything is happy and lovely. There's a lot of challenge in my family. I don't share that because honestly, I want to pretend it's not there, and I would love for that. I would just love and hope for other people to not experience that. So I really don't want to share that darker side. I've grown up around alcoholics and alcoholism and not really awesome experiences as a child. And those are things that I love my family. I love all of my family, and I pray that my little dude does not have to live through some of the experiences that I had to. So I've become really cognizant and conscientious of how I speak around him and how I speak to others in front of him, and that's where I have a lot of work because I have a fire in my belly. And when somebody lights that fire and I have to go into like mama bear, or we refer to it in this house mama T-Rex mode, I have to remember that someone little is always watching. And in fact, someone with little ears is always listening. And what Oola has helped bring me to is that there is someone else always watching and always listening and guiding. And for me, that's God. And for me, that's Jesus. And Oola helped bring me to grow in that F, in the faith, Oola Faith F. And that's how I was able to actually create a gratitude journal. Because it was like, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for so many things, but it's like silly. Like, I'm grateful for frickin' strawberries, and I'm grateful for how cute this little cup is. What is hilarious about this, like, I don't drink because life is awesome, and I might have a slight control issue. I like to control everything, which, right, you don't have control over everything. I'm aware of that. I am aware of my own body, though, and controlling what goes into my body, what comes into my home, what goes into my little's body. I mean, to some degree, like, if I bring, hot pink candy into the house and then get mad at him because he ate it, well, that's on me. That's not his fault. So I don't bring hot pink candy into the house. In fact, I don't even know why hot pink candy exists. It's basically you're eating toxic plastic. Ew. So what's funny about this is a Paul Mason cream liqueur. Well, so little. You know what I do with this? I fill it with all my lovely Young Living supplements, and I like fill the cup with nourishing supplements that I'm taking every day because, I'm almost 40, and I'm almost 40. How'd that happen? I'm almost 40 and I have a 3+-year-old. And what's funny? So let me circle back to Dr. Dave, because I did a squirrel. That's kind of what I do. That's like the Dr. Dave love in me. I do like this squirrel thing, and it'll come back. So I have this analytical, like, I am analyzing everything, and people are like, who talks like that? You sound like a robot. Yes, I do. It's like a brain, there's like a brain in there, and I'm digging through the files going, here it is. That one's over here. All right. Legit. Oops. So I actually have like multiple gratitude journals. This is my fancy one. It's my fancy one. And I use it for fancy things. I use it for when I am dreaming big, Bob Proctor style. Because Melissa Pepin also introduced me to Bob Proctor. But back to my original story of gratitude and gratitude journaling. Someone just said the other day they wanted to create a gratitude journal and they weren't sure how. And I was like, oh, I could totally show you the way. Because when Dr. Dave was on that stage and he was sharing his story, I freaking bawled my eyes out and I was like, I can't leave. I am a disaster. Like, I'm an ugly crier. Like, my face, I get all splotchy and hit like, ugly crier. Splotchy, but my eyes go boom and they pop. People know when I've been crying. Like, all my emotions show in my eyes. That's part of why I wear my glasses, because if I didn't, also I can't see. Hold on, let's figure this out. Let's take the glasses off. Whoa. They like these transitions. Transitions are not for me. They make me nauseous. So now that I can see better without my I can see better with my non-glasses eyes. And they like make me look jaundiced. What's up with that? No, thank you. But I was a mess. I'm pretty sure I put my aviator glasses back on. And I was like, I'm gonna hide. I don't want anyone to see me. It's dark in here. I'm gonna curl up into a ball and pretend like this isn't happening. And I did. Like, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna go buy more stuff. I'm gonna go buy more Oola gear because I need to process what Dr. Dave just shared. And I'm gonna play with my hair because that's like, I'm thinking and I'm pretending no one can see me. I don't want anyone to see me like this. So Oola helped me figure out what I believe in. Oola helped me determine that, like, I've always had this universal knowing that there is a God or gods, or like the universe is so big, something created it. Something. I don't know what it is because no one will tell me. I'm a curious person. I ask a lot of questions. Well, I know what that something is. And I wanted to read just, I did like the top 10 things I'm most grateful for. That's like a Bob Proctor practice. I do have my daily gratitude journal. It's upstairs in my bathroom because I journal right before bed. It's the last thing I do before I go to sleep. I write like the 3 things I'm most grateful for. Or like the one, like, oh my gosh, what is like the best thing that happened to me today? If it was like a really shifty day, I'm like, oh, what is the worst thing that happened today? And how can I be grateful for it? How can I be grateful for it? I pray. That's how. And I'm looking at my Yeti that my mom had made for me. It's a Live Oola Yeti. And on one side it says Live Oola, and on the other side it says you were designed by God for greatness. Okay? Lots of information I'm sharing. This was supposed to be like 2 minutes, and here I'm at 20, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. But I did want to read, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I did want to read my top 10 that I wrote last July. They are still 10 things I'm grateful for every single day. Waking up energized, creating a magical Monday. Every day should be magical. This I happened to write on a Monday. Beginning my day with Bob Proctor. Check, check, check. Figuring out my vision. Living my vision. Understanding my short-term vision. Being disciplined and a professional. You can totally be a professional wearing a Live Oola hat, okay? Support of my loving husband. Support of my mama, aka grandma, and my grandma, aka great grandma. Patience in the process. Oh, patience. I guess there's an oil for that. There's like a bunch of oils for that. I use them daily, all of them. My little's ability to remind me of why, and why is all caps, WHY, I do everything I do. So those are the 10 things I was grateful for on that particular day. And they are still 10 things I'm grateful for every single day. And what is not on this list is Oola. And what is not on this list is Dr. Dave. And what is not on this list is Melissa Pepping. And then what is not on this list is Dr. Troy. And what is not on this list are the hundreds of other mentors. Like, I am surrounded by these amazing, brilliant people every day. And I am so grateful for that. And none of it would even exist if it wasn't for my faith. If it wasn't for my God-given faith. My God-given talents. That's some real shift, yo. Oh, Dr. Dave, I'm going to include this just for you. Not in case, for when you watch this video, because I'm certain you will, since, you know, all that book stuff. This is from the next day, and the last thing I wrote of the 10, inspiring others to go get their Oola life. So there's that. It is all about living Oola and finding balance in the 7 F's and growing in the 7 F's. So with that, my friends, start writing a gratitude journal. You don't have to have some fancy schmancy book. I mean, really, like, this is my fancy one because it's, like, pretty. It's green, and I love green. And it's got lines, and it's got, like, a little bleep. You know what I really like, though? I have a thing for spirals. Ah, dang. My spiral it's Sacred Sunday today. My spiral bound, actually I see one, but it's buried, is in my backpack because I brought it with so I could take notes at church. I love spirals because then I can, I'm like a bender, and I will bend and break this. So I have to be, like, gentle with my fancy one. So I've written that mini in there, and I use it when I want to for special things. And I haven't written in this since my wedding anniversary last year. I've been writing in my other one. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? That is right after returning from an all-expense-paid retreat through Young Living, and then being back at work for a few days before going on a family road trip to Colorado. So life happens. And I think that's it, because this is already much too long. So you don't need some fancy thing. You can write on a freaking Post-it. I have Post-its all over the house with little notes, little affirmations, little mantras, if you will, of why our family is full of joy and abundance and grateful for just being every day, regardless of what's going on. Regardless. So that's all, my friends. And if you're interested in learning more, the Oola guys freaking rock their socks off, and they have all sorts of free content at oolalife.com. And if you want to connect with me and learn more about my journey and hear about my faith story to a deeper level, or even my Young Living journey, how about if you want to hear about my Young Living journey, I would just love to invite you to do that. I also do this thing called Radical Self-Care. Oola and Young Living is a huge part of it, and it'd be an honor to link arms with you in that regard, if that's something that you feel compelled to learn more about. So hit me up. You can figure out how to reach me, comment. I'm sure there's a link or something somewhere up or down or sideways. Depends on how you watch this video, I suppose. And we'll connect. And in the meantime, working on a website, sacredbossmama.com. And there will be a landing page there to get on my email list. And that would be just an honor to connect with you in another way as well. So have a wonderful day. You be you. Always remember to be grateful and have faith, and go get your Oola life. Peace out.